Maria Blanchard is a Spanish artist born in Spain in 1881. She is a journalist for a father and an artist for a cousin named Armand Cuerto. Blanchard did not have it easy growing up. She was saddled with several physical deformities, such as a curvature in her spine and a bilateral hip disarticulation. These deformities are speculated to be the result of a fall suffered by her mother while pregnant. Both deformities have caused a stunted growth, which made her walk with a limp. Having such deformities would lead her to be the target of bullies throughout her childhood, which only intensified her need for expression. You can notice some themes stemming from bullying come out in her artwork, like the one shown here. The girl is pictured sitting alone at the desk. While it is called Niña leyendo, or Go Reading, in English, the colors used and the dark background lead me to interpret it as a memory of hers, sitting alone, reading in the corner, in order to be left alone by the kids who would pick on her. Blanchard is known by many for being the pioneer of Cubism. During the avant-garde movement, she was accredited this title by using a unique style within Cubism. She was particularly interested in painting realist imagery, such as paintings of workers, low-income families, and even people of color. The painting shown here is called The Fortune Teller. It features a group of colored people gathered around a table with cards brought out. This painting is particularly interesting because of the way she uses color and forms to show the transition of light. Instead of a smooth transition or a gradient between colors, you can pick out each individual colored form. Around 1916, Blanchard moved to Paris, where she would associate herself with many other artists. She became particularly close to a Cubist artist named Juan Gris. Gris heavily influenced Blanchard's work moving forward. She even joined a Cubist art group called Section Dior. After her art started taking off in the 1920s, she got in contact with several art dealers until an economic crisis hindered her progress. Less and less people were able to afford to buy art anymore, and therefore less people were buying her work. And she began to heavily rely on her friend Frank Flosch until his eventual death. A few years later, around 1927, her best friend Gris passed away. The death would cause a series of events leading to Blanchard's death. She fell into a heavy state of depression, which worried her family, and in order to alleviate the family's concern, her sister, nephew, and other nephew came to live with her in Paris. This would eventually be another burden on Blanchard, however, as she would now have to support more people. Despite her declining health and worsening mental state, she continued painting in order to support her family. The painting shown here is one of the last works she was able to finish. The expression on the woman's face and the tiredness in her eyes captures the depth of emotion from the painting and goes on to show how talented Blanchard was with her technique. Sadly, in 1932, she contracted tuberculosis and was no longer able to paint. She died in April of that year. Her work, however, goes on to inspire women who want a shot in the art world to take it. With her success in such a patriarchal industry, women should be excited and encouraged to live up to her legacy.